Hey guys, another video about classic hardcore, another tier list video. We talk about a tier list from Wowhead and I want to compare it to the tier list that I just released like a week ago. On the right side you can see the tier list from Wowhead, on the left side you can see my tier list. I want to go over a few of the differences, what I think they thought about the classes, and the similarities to my tier list. One similarity that you can already see: 4 different tiers. They have the normal S, A, B, C. I have the S plus going down to B. And the next similarity is that we both ranked Warrior the lowest. Why? Warrior is struggling without gear. Warrior is struggling with, let me say, CC, survivability, control. And Warrior has definitely like all the melee's problems when the mobs are a higher level than himself, so that's why I'm pretty sure Warrior is mostly ranked down. There is one option that you can make a Warrior pretty good working, that you have friends or whatever that are helping you, that you always have kind of the best possible gear for that level. It's not that easy to obtain in hardcore, but it's still not impossible. And if you have great leveling gear, then everything is possible with a Warrior, because like I said, they're very gear related. And yeah, later on, if you would make it to 60, you know how strong Warrior is, but the leveling process, and that's what we're all talking here about, is definitely quite miserable with a Warrior, especially when we talk about the first 30-40 levels. So let's go over the next thing. If you look into their S tier and my S plus tier, I only have their Hunter. They have Mage, Paladin and Rogue. I definitely think that Rogue is not one of the best classes for hardcore. Besides, you are a Rogue player. Why? Because I would not say that Rogue is so super complicated to play, but you have to use all his utility to make that work, what Wowhead is here promoting, which definitely makes it not wrong. If you are using everything a Rogue can give you, then he is a very, very strong class for hardcore. But if you're not using it, and if you don't have Vanish up, then you can get in big trouble with a Rogue pretty fast. So if you're a Rogue player, definitely play it. But my tier list was more in general. Maybe I ranked it too low. Maybe I should have ranked it in my A tier and my S tier, or which would be their A tier. But anyways, I think Rogue is strong, which shows my tier list, to be honest, that I think all classes are kind of well besides Warrior. The next difference, I would say, in both tier lists is showing that they put the pet classes a little bit more down, or let me say especially Hunter, because they have the Warlock on the same than me, on the second tier in their case. I definitely think that Hunter is one of the strongest classes if you go for pet play, if you are Beastmaster, if you play a lot alone. And there is, in my opinion, no real doubt about it. Yes, maybe not the highest survivability abilities at all, but with cheat death, with you are ranged, you have your pet can easily tank 2 mobs. I would say easily. And if you just think about this, which class can tank 2 mobs at all? If you are a Rogue and you don't use your utility good and you get attacked by 2 mobs, or maybe you don't have any more utility, you come in trouble pretty fast. As a Hunter, you can never tell me that there is a situation where you get problems with 2 mobs. Most classes can handle 2 mobs, but like I said, if you are coming in a miserable situation, you can go pretty fast down with some other classes, and I think Hunter is everything that you need for hardcore, besides maybe self-heal. And if you would say that's the only weakness that a hunter has, and maybe the way to level 10, but level 10 you are achieving so fast that even if you would die 1 or 2 times and then you make it to level 10, but which should not happen because the first 5-6 level are, you do it in like 30 minutes if you know what you're doing. Yeah, it's a priest, so I would definitely say that hunter belongs into the highest tier, so that is something that I definitely see different in Wowhead. Paladin has everything you need as well, but for me, as a person, as a player, Paladin is too slow. At the end of the day, it feels like you're waiting there for your hit with the two-hand weapon. Yeah, that's a little bit not so fun. That's maybe why I ranked it down, but I can understand that you don't see that way. Mage is really pretty strong. So as you can see how my list is looking with Hunter, Warlock and Mage on the top, I would still think like that. Maybe you could also put Paladin in it if you don't care about being a little bit slower, which is definitely fine. And then they are following with Hunter, Priest and Shaman, and to be honest, I put them just in the same tier at all. The third one in my case, so they have Druid one higher. Yes, I think Druid is a little bit more versatile than the other two ones, which maybe leads to that they are ranking it a little bit higher, and I think it's definitely higher than Shaman. But I think Priest is also pretty strong. It has a good CC, it has good heal, it has good damage, and wand damage is also very strong, which you never should forget about, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean, I can understand it from a point of view when we talk about versatility, but in other points I cannot understand it that much. So but overall I would say that I like the Wowhead tier list. I think if I would made a change, and then I think I would change Hunter with Rogue. I think I gave an explanation about it, and I want to make again clear, I'm a Rogue player, I love to play Rogue. If you see that same way, then Rogue is pretty strong. But I would never, to the general amount or to the majority amount of player base, I would not say Rogue is one of the best classes for your hardcore journey. That's something that I would not recommend. If you are a Rogue player, then I think you can have a lot of fun with Rogue, because if you use all the CC, all the survivability, everything what you have, then I think Rogue is a great class. And Hunter explained why I would rank it higher, because I would rank it definitely a little bit higher than Warlock. And I think pets are pretty strong, especially for the majority of people when we talk about solo adventure leveling. So these are the only thing that I would change then at the end if I see their tier list. Overall, I like it pretty much. Pretty good job from Wowhead, as always, I would say. So have fun, guys, today with hardcore, with the start of hardcore. See you in game or whatever. Bye bye.